Ice and Blood, created by Arthur Rumrill. The methane ice crunching under boots, stretched out under a sky the color of bruised steel. Jupiter providing a sickly light. Nitrogen rain fell in a constant, near-silent hiss, freezing the moment it touched anything solid. Our helmets muted much of the sounds. Under the packed surface, liquid nitrogen moved in slow black rivers. Every few minutes, the ground gave a low, rolling shudder as another quake worked through the crust. We moved across it in the low gravity the way you move through a half-remembered nightmare in long, floating strides that still left the legs burning. Eco-suits filtered the air and kept the cold from killing us outright. Wrist devices glowed with 10 steady green dots along the left forearm of every man. The warehouse compound sat low against a ridge of methane ice, dark and silent. The previous crew had gone out to check the storage area for a haul of liquid nitrogen in giant pressurized tanks, and the team's comms went dark. The last transmission was archaic. "It's here." A screaming plea for mercy, then silence. Now on foot, at the edge of the warehouse, we had come for our own, perimeter set, entry points marked. We went in. The wrongness hit the second, the first door cycled open. Screams echoed from deeper inside, long, wet, and wrong. Gunfire answered them. But it was all one-sided. The sharp electrical crack hiss of plasma cook-off followed by the deep pneumatic thunk of tungsten slugs leaving the barrel. No return fire. Just the industrial rhythm of our own weapons chewing air that was already too thin. Blood had pooled in the low spots and frozen into dark glass. Body parts lay scattered where men had been standing moments before. Something moved through the head first. Not sound, not sight. Just the sudden presence of memories that did not belong to any of us. Cold, unwanted, and already half forgotten. Then the air itself began to shimmer. Heat haze where there should have been none. A shape that refused to resolve. Silent. Standing in the middle of the corridor as if it had always been there. LS2's pipper flipped red, then LS3, LS4. The man next to me simply came apart. One moment he was firing. The next, the suit and the body inside it exploded outward in a spray of blood and limbs that hung too long in the low gravity before they began to settle. More pippers went red. LS5 through LS9 in a cascading line of green, turning the color of old blood. Men died while I watched, the plasma weapons still barking that overlapping snap-thunk rhythm until the last of them fell silent. The flight reflex took over completely. I ran. I don't remember clearing the airlock. Just the long, floating strides across the methane ice. Nitrogen rain needling the visor. Ground trembling under every landing. 5 miles of pure animal distance before the legs finally quit and the body dropped into the snow like a cut string. I do not remember the rest. When the world came back, it was warm. Soft LED glow instead of the bruised sky. A quiet central heating unit hummed somewhere behind the bulkhead. I lay on the floor inside the temporary habitat, suit stripped, skin clean, the cold and the blood and the shimmering thing already sliding back into the place where unwanted memories go. The pipper on the wrist was dark. Outside, the nitrogen rain kept falling.